Hello everyone. Today we will be doing an original past paper question. Yes, you heard me right. This is an original past paper question which was there on the October SAT. It was an international exam question and yes, okay, the question is exactly the same as it was. Now the question said that a right circular cylinder is given, and what else they mentioned was that the radius of the circle cylinder A. Let me bring it. Okay. What they gave us was they said that the cylinder A has a radius of 7 inches, and they have only given us the volumes. Now they asked us to find the surface area. Now to mention this, the surface area of a circle of a cylinder, sorry, is pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Guys, this is the surface area of a cylinder. Okay, now first of all, we need to find the height of both of the cylinders and the radius. We know the radius of the cylinder A, we just need to find the height of the cylinder, by which we will be doing, and we know that the volume is pi r square h is equals to 392 pi. The pi gets cancelled by the pi. We know that the radius is 7 centimeter. If we put that into decimals, 7 square into h is equals to 392. So we know the height is 8 centimeter. Now we know two things. We know the radius, which is 7, and we know the height, which is 8. But it is only for cylinder A. Now, how the heck are we gonna find that what is the radius and height of cylinder B? Now, in question, I haven't the whole question, but I have the data only. In the question, they stated that they both are similar of each other. Similar means that only this larger one is multiplied by a constant k. So we don't know what is that constant. We can find it by simply dividing it, which is 10, 5, 8, 4 divided by 392, which is equals to 27. Now, there is one thing to keep in remember, that in volume we power it to the power of 3, and in surface area we power it to square. Now we know that the dif- uh, this the cylinder B is 27 times of cylinder A. Now for that, with what multiple is greater, only the radius and height, we will simply take a cube root of it, 27, and that is equals to 3, which means that the radius of cylinder B is 3 times of cylinder A, the height of cylinder B is 3 times of cylinder A, which will be, the radius of cylinder A was 7, but it is 3 times of cylinder B, so it will be 21, and the height of cylinder was 8, which will be 3 times, which will be 24. I hope you understand. Let me explain you again. I will explain you this everything again. I know it's a bit confusing. It's the second module, harder question of international exam of SAT Form B. So what I told you was that they have stated earlier that they both are similar triangles. Similar triangles are in which the sides, the proportions of each one are equal. Only this one is larger because it is multiplied by a factor, and everything, every side of that particular diagram will be multiplied with the same factor. If something is similar, for example 2 ratio 4, if I multiply both with 3, it would be 6 ratio 12. But in the end, it is same this. I hope it makes sense. So what we did was we divided this by this and we got the answer 27. And remember this technique that the volume comes by the power of cube. So if we know that it is 27 times greater, then we will take a cube root. Hence, it is only 3 times greater. And then we multiplied the radius and height with 3 and we found the radius and height of the cylinder B. But the question is still not over. Then they asked about the difference between the surface area of cylinder A and cylinder B. Now we need to find the difference. For first, the surface area of cylinder A, 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Now there are two ways. One, I can put all the values inside this formula for A, then for B, and in the end I subtract. But it is not the right way. I mean, it is the right way, but it is a longer way. For this, I'm only gonna find the uh, surface area of cylinder A, and after that I'm gonna multiply it with 3 to power square. If it was to volume, I would have multiplied it with 3 to power cube, but now it is only surface area, so I will multiply it with 3 to power square and we will find the surface area of cylinder B. So let's put the values: 2 pi 7 square plus 2 pi 7 into 8. So guys, it is almost okay. Let's run Desmos. 2 pi 7 square plus 2 pi 7 into 8. Well, we won't add pi over here because we don't need in pi. So it is 210 guys. So it will be 210 pi. So now for cylinder B, 3 square multiplied by 210. So it would be 3 square multiplied by 210, 1890. 1890 pi. So now the surface area of cylinder A is 210 pi and surface area of cylinder B is 1890 pi. The question is still not over guys. I know it's a bit long question. Then they asked that what is the difference between those two. So the difference is of 1890 minus 210, which will be 1680. So 1680 was the answer guys. I hope you understand it. This was an original SCT past paper question in October SAT. It came in October International Form B. Thank you for watching. I hope you will get the most of it out of this video.